Hi, people. Yeah, so today I want to address quite a number of things. I recall this week, I don't know if it's last week, there was something that somebody talked about. We were having a conversation, and this is pertaining to one of the projects that he wants to start running. It's like one of his clients told him to say, well, he wants him to build for his client a guardhouse. Yes, a guardhouse. So as we were conversing, he was looking for people to use, the laborers, the bricklayers that were going to help him in actualizing that vision or that dream for his client. And so as the conversation went on, we talked about quite a number of things. And one of the things we talked about was payments or salaries for workers or the laborers that you're using. And most contractors, of course, okay, this can also apply to other entities or other companies or whatever. But mostly, from the small experience I have had in the construction industry, is how you determine how much you're going to pay somebody. It depends on the value they are bringing to the project or to the company. Not necessarily dependent on how much you feel like you're supposed to pay them or give them. Well, of course, that can come into play if the finances are very, very strained. But ultimately, you have to look at the value that this individual is bringing into the company or to the project. So for example, if let's say you know that somebody is a very, very good bricklayer, you know you can rely on them, you can leave them, go out, find they've done an excellent job. Then you have to look at their work and you look at their input into the project to say, okay, if this person was not around, how would things have been running? If this individual can do such good work, I need to have this person around. So definitely you have to pay them enough to keep them there. Not to exploit them, but you have to keep them well. And that is by paying them good monies that will make them feel like you treasure them or you consider their input to be very, very valuable. So mostly when people complain about, no, I can't pay this one this much, I can't pay this one this much, I can't pay this, that, then it's better you let go of those people. Let go of them if they do not bring value to your workplace, to your company, or to the project. Because at times it's very, very unfair, especially on the part of the person you've engaged to do some works. If you're going to use them, and all you think about is, let me get 90% from this. Then this 10% is for all these who are working for me. That's not fair. And you're going to frustrate your workers. And when workers become frustrated, you don't want to use them because they're going to do a lot of shoddy works that you later regret and say, wow, why did I engage these people? But at times, these people are not really doing a bad job, but they are frustrated because of how much they are being paid on that project. So when you engage a laborer, be it a carpenter, be it a welder, be it any tradesman or craftsman, make sure you pay them well so they can feel appreciated and treasured, so they can come back and work passionately on your project. I recall there's a construction company that a certain gentleman I know of, I think it's still operating. It's still operating today. So this construction company is very big, and so I always wondered how there are certain tradesmen within his team that have stayed with him for years. Because I recall, I think there was a very good steel fixer steel fixer, stroke welder. This guy, excellent guy, knows the work, does very good structural roofing frames. Then there was also a carpenter, one of his carpenters, excellent guy, knew how to fix doors, knew how to even put together all these structural roofing timber members and whatnot. There was also another very, very good bricklayer. And he also had another excellent, should be, I think that was his site engineer, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, the guy would also play as a clerk of works. So this man, the gentleman, the one of the company, I asked him to say, how have you managed to retain all these guys? How have you managed to keep these guys to keep working for you? Because you've been with them for a while. 70% of construction companies that I know, all the employees run away after a year or two with that company. But then this man has been in business for more than 10 years and he's still kept this team. And there's one thing he said, he just said, well, I pay them well, that's why. So I was like, how much do you pay these guys? And I was amazed. Then some of his workers, in fact, their salaries were, I wondered to say, I think it was his, should have been his steel fixers and welder. We're getting more than people I know who are working in offices. And I wondered to say, I think that's why he's able to keep this team together, because he knows the value these people bring into his company. And so what he does is he keeps them well, takes care of them, makes sure they don't complain about money. Because most times, ask anybody, laborers, tradesmen, craftsmen, what they complain about the most is money. And if you're not paying your laborers well, they will run away. So pay people according to the value they bring into the company or to the project. If you pay people well, I can assure you they won't run away. They'll work with passion, they'll do their best, they'll put in the work, and you won't complain. So please, make sure, pay them very well, and at times, you have to weigh the opportunity cost. Is it better for you to gain 80% of the profits of the monies and give people 20% and you lose good employees? Then the next time you employ other people maybe who don't even know how to do the works, ruin your business because all you wanted was 80%, or you get a 50%, then the other 50%, of course, is paid to these people. But next time they still do a good job. And that good job, they recommend you. The client recommends you to say, oh, this person did a good job, has got a very organized team, they're excellent workers, and they recommend you for another job. But now, because you want to keep all the profits, you want to take the lion's share, you lose out on business, because almost each and every individual you're bringing into the company keeps on messing things up. So pay your workers well. Look at the value. Value is very, very important. Don't look at, I'm going to remain with 10%, I'm going to remain with so much. No. Look at the value that this individual is bringing into your business. Then you can now say, okay, let's negotiate. How much do you want? How much do you want? How much do you want? Yeah, of course, okay, even on the employee side, it's also important that you negotiate for what you want. Don't negotiate for the purposes of, maybe I'm not going to be given this job, maybe I'm not going to be given this. No. Negotiate for the amount you feel like you're worth, or you feel like you need to be paid. Then that way things will even work well. And like you accept or you negotiate for a small amount, and then you start complaining later on. I'm not being paid, I'm not being doing this. No. Stick to the contract. Stick to what is written. Yes. Yeah, so I think that was I would say one of the interesting conversations I had with my good friend. Yeah, he seems to be doing fine. Yeah, and which brings me also to there's this other thing.